Jai Hind, dear students, and welcome to another lesson with me. Today's lesson will be a lesson from the Awakened Citizens program, and as your facilitator today, let us discuss this session with you and let us begin. So, the picture that you can see on the screen, do you recognize this symbol? Do you? You must have seen uh, in many places, especially in our national flag too. Yes, you are right. This is the Ashok Chakra, India's national emblem. Now, let us meet Emperor Ashok. Who was Emperor Ashok? Emperor Ashok was the son of Bindusara of the Mauryan dynasty. You must have studied in your history classes too. He ruled the Indian Empire from 262 to 232 BCE, before Christ era. He expanded Mauryan Empire to reign over a realm stretching from present-day Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east. So, his kingdom was very huge, in fact, ranging from Afghanistan to Bangladesh, not only India. He promoted the spread of Buddhism across ancient Asia. Yes. So just like Constantine, he promoted spread of Christianity in Europe. Same way, Ashok, the Emperor Ashok, was one of the emperors who promoted spread of Buddhism across Asia. He waged the Kalinga War, which was a turning point in his own life and in Indian history. There are movies also on Emperor Ashok, and there it is shown that the war of Kalinga, because of seeing so much of bloodshed and violence and the loss of lives which was caused due to him, it really made him change his views towards life. Early years and the Kalinga War. In his early days, Ashoka enjoyed power and wealth along with a pleasurable life. However, all this changed after the violent Kalinga War. The Kalinga War, waged in the 8th century of his reign, resulted in victory for the king. He won, but also death and devastation of thousands of people died. This caused Ashok immense pain and he decided to renounce armed conquest. So, this was something which changed him. It caused him lot of emotional pain, it upset him, and it changed his views. Do you think this was a turning point in Ashok's life? Do you also think that this was the turning point in his life? Because many a times we learn from our mistakes. It is not that we will not make the mistake. We make mistakes. To err is human, but we learn from it. These experiences mold you into your personality and your character. Similarly, the war of Kalinga also brought about a change in Ashok's life. Ashoka renounces war and adopts Buddha and his teaching. Many of you must be Buddhists too, and you already know the teachings of Buddha. So Ashoka, he renounced his old ways, his old lifestyle, his he renounced the war altogether. He would not wage any war, but instead he started practicing the values of Buddhism and his teachings. His new policy is conquest by dharma or principles of right life. So now he wanted to bring about a change through dharma. and the principles of right life. Right life. There are many paths in life, the right and the not right, and the middle path too. Thus, he dedicated his life to live according to Buddha's teachings and preach his dharma. So, he dedicated his life to live according to Buddha's teaching. He wanted to live according to the teachings of Lord Buddha. Now, students, here's a question for you. Do you think that this massive change led to Ashoka following a new path or way of life? If so, explain. I want you to write down your explanations and your views in the comments below. And if you are understanding the lesson, please like it. It will show that you are present and you have assimilated the lesson for today. So, Ashok, what do you think? Did these change his views or not? Please comment below. We would I would like to hear your views and opinions. Now, let us discuss on Ashok's later life. So, service to his subjects and all humanity, respect and acceptance of all religious sects, freedom to practice one's own principles, spread of Buddha's teachings far and wide, setting up of public service institutions. So, these are the things that he followed in his later life. He became kinder, he became more human, he became he accepted, he not only promoted Buddhism but he accepted all religions. He gave freedom to everyone and he tried as much as possible to spread Buddhism far and wide. He also set up public service institutions like schools, hospitals, monks, monasteries, etc. Now, based on your understanding, which way of life do you think Ashok followed in his later years? Why? Please answer any one of the following in the comments below. What qualities do you think Ashok developed in himself? What are those qualities? At the turning point of the Kalinga War, during his subsequent life according to the principles of Dharma. Now, next question. Is it possible for you to apply what you have learned from his life to your own life? How will you do it? Yes, how can you learn from Ashok's life and apply it in your own life? Please answer below. Next, Ashok's journey. So, let us look at Ashok's journey. At the turning point of the Kalinga War, Ashok gave up violence, similar like our father of the nation who promoted non-violence, ahimsa. Same way Ashok did too. The choices open to him, winning kingdoms versus winning hearts. Ashok chose the latter. He made the higher choice. So he started becoming aware of what was more important and he gave priority to winning hearts rather than just property and kingdoms. He made the higher choice, the better choice. Do you think so? If not, please, you are free to share your opinion. The rest of his life was spent serving the people. Yes, Ashok's view of himself expanded to include all humanity and he chose the path of service, seva. We have discussed already about seva too. Do you know what it is? And he did so to propagate his principles. Was Ashoka an awakened citizen like you? Do you think so? Think and comment below. Now, next one. Okay, so we are at the last slide. Thank you, students, for viewing this lesson. I hope you have taken something from it. I didn't understand properly, especially it's very, uh, you have to ponder and think to answer those questions. Please help me by commenting the answers. Okay, I do not know. Thank you, students. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, and thank you to Team Awakened Citizens Program, Ramakrishna Mission, New Delhi.